If this is your first time tapping in, listening, please subscribe, like, and share. Okay, be a part of the YouTube family here. Um, Tonight I wanted to talk about the topic of the secret to creating a new way after being at your worst. That's a topic I want to tap into and talk about. Um, I know there's a lot of people that's going through different problems, going through situations where they're not feeling 100%, um, and they are at their worst. You know, whether um, you've gotten out of a relationship, you didn't want to be out of a relationship, or you was in a relationship and um, this person provided for you, and now they're no longer providing for you, or you may have experienced lost, you know, losing, just losing loved ones, losing opportunities. A job may have fired you, you know, or it could just be certain decisions and choices that you're making that has led you to be in a place where you just feel like you can't move forward, you know? And we have all been there where you just feel like you're not at your best. You know, you feel weak. And that's okay. Like, you know, it's okay. But the thing about that is we have all been in a place where it was like uncertainty. We felt like we couldn't move forward. We felt like this was the end or be all, like, you know, but the thing is you don't want to give up. You want to keep pushing yourself. You want to keep moving. You want to um, allow yourself to um, forgive yourself for whatever it is that you're going through. That's what you want to do. You want to forgive yourself. You want to move forward. You want to never give up on yourself. I know people who are at their worst, like they got put out of their house, they homeless, they asking people like to stay at their houses and stuff like that. Um, they have to go into the shelter, you know, and some people feel like, you know, they want to give up in certain situations like that, you know. But the thing is, it's the saying they say, oh, when life throws you lemons, make lemonade. You just gotta, you know, you have to just keep pushing. Like everyone, it's people out there with stories like from the beginning that are true horror stories, you know, that are just like, how are you still here? And you went through that, you know, like you went through a traumatic, from the beginning, from the womb, you came out and it was just trauma after trauma. And it's just like some people just, they come out into this world and it's just hard, right? You ever heard somebody's story and it's just like, wow, how did you even make it through? Right? How did you even become optimistic, become positive? How did you even kept pushing yourself, right? Even when the world was against you, when, you know what I'm saying, the odds was against you, right? The thing is that yes, people do have stories, but we are still actively creating our stories, right? So it's like, why always have a story of victimization? Like, oh, this person did this to me, or I went through this. How about creating a story that works for you, that you are the author of, and you're not a victim of what somebody else did to you, right? Some people are in a space where they become victims and they stay at their worst, right? Or they create a narrative that others put out there for them to have a life of lack, to have a life of misery, to be sad, allowing the people who, you know, put them in a place where they were victims, where they are holding up what this person said to them, whether it's negative. Like if you had somebody who talked to you and told you like you ain't nothing, you ain't never gonna be nothing, like just being verbally abusive to you, whether it's a family member, whether it's sometimes people into relationships and everything is great at first, and then this person switches on them, and the relationship has become an abusive relationship, a verbally abusive relationship. Because a lot of people feel like, oh yeah, somebody got to be physically beating you up or stuff like that. But sometimes people mentally, verbally, psychologically break people down, you know, and that can be just as bad or even worse than someone physically beating you, right? Because it's just like they have attacked your mind in a way. So, oh, let me see. I'm sorry. Hello, hello, hello. Um, yeah, so that's the thing. Like, there are people out there, especially people who are in relationships, who are in abusive relationships, and this person, they want the worst for you, and they created the worst for you, and you accepted it, right? But the thing about that is, you could always leave a relationship with somebody who's being verbally abusive to you or physically abusive to you, right? Sometimes people feel like when they're in these relationships, they don't have a choice. You have a choice. You have a choice, right? You could leave even if you leaving with nothing. You have a choice, right? But starting over is a beautiful process. It's a beautiful process. Like people leave relationships with absolutely nothing, and then they're in a space where they're creating everything that they want for themselves. They're creating what it is that they want for themselves, right? They're creating a new way of being, you know, a new way of feeling, um, and a new way for themselves, period. Like, so when you hit rock bottom or when you at your worst, don't feel like, oh, you have to give up and this is the end or that this is it, right? Because some people just give up, and it doesn't even have to be like a relationship. It could just be just the various life challenges that we go through, right? Some people, want to give up because they didn't have a certain opportunity, or, you know, they going for a job, they looking for work, and they can't find work, and so therefore they like, oh, I'm giving up. But some people don't give up, and they like, okay, if somebody's not going to give me a job, I'm going to create a job for myself, right? There's so many people out there that do that, right? But you have to be in the mind frame of creating newness for you, like being in a place where you're not going to stay down or um, allow yourself to continue to like go downhill. Um, you have to always wait when you wake up in the morning. Start your day with intentions, or you know, keep yourself busy, productive. Right? I understand like some people have days where they be just chilling and and resting and stuff like that, and that's cool too. Like you could be sitting back, but then in your mind you could be thinking about what it is that you're going to do, right? um but to allow yourself to be in the mind frame of feeling like a victim, or feeling like pessimistic, like, oh, things aren't good for me, I'm nothing, like your internal dialogue becoming negative because of the negative experiences that you've gone through. And it's like, no, you don't have to identify with the experiences that were traumatic for you. It's just like, you have a book, right? And there's many different chapters in a book, right? And it's just like we have chapters in our lives that we are going through. We're not going to be in chapter one for the rest of our lives. We have other different chapters to be a part of or to create for ourselves, right? Because some people want you to feel like you can't move forward. They want you to be stuck. And there are things like haters, you know, people who are just hating on everything that you do, right? But the reality is that they lack the confidence. They lack the things that you have. In order for them to feel good about themselves, they have to tear you down. And that's a place where you don't want to be, and where, if someone's being negative to you, speaking to you any kind of way, trying to bring you down and stuff like that, then it's just like, why are you even around these people? Why are you allowing these people to, you know, interrupt what it is that you have going on? Okay? And hold on. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, so basically, I don't know. I was reading the chat. I really don't understand what you know what's being said. I don't know. But hello, hello. Um, yeah. So yeah, it's a great thing to allow yourself to be in a position where you are allowing yourself to be positive. Like, just be positive. Like, and moving forward with yourself, right? Don't allow people to have your power, to take the power from you. Okay, um, you have to always be in a space where you are creating what it is that you want for you, right? Don't be creating what somebody else thinks or want for you, right? Creating lack, um, creating a negative internal dialogue that is going to bring you down and not allow you to excel and be the best you, right? Because it's really all about becoming better, being a better version of who you were, right? I'm not saying you have to be in competition with other people. No, it's just being better than who you were yesterday or being better than who you were last year, right? And it's all about pushing yourself, and don't allow somebody to try to that don't like you, right? Because if somebody's constantly coming at you in a way in which they are like negative, always trying to bully you or try to make you feel some type of way about yourself, then they are haters. They are trying to get you off of a path of creating what it is that you need for yourself. Okay? Like, yeah, you could tune someone out, right? By not giving them energy and putting the energy into yourself. Okay? And if you are a negative person, if you are that person who be tearing down people, right? I think you have to reevaluate yourself and um, take your energy, that energy, that negative energy, and throw it away pretty much, right? You have to change certain behaviors, like, right? Because I understand, like, sometimes people, they just make horrible decisions and choices, and it's just like, listen, dude, sometimes we can be the bulliers. Like, sometimes we are those people who are antagonizing other people, but it's like, yo, you got to reevaluate what it is that you're doing and what are you doing to other people, because I just feel like you should treat others how you want to be treated, you know? Um, but going back to focusing your energy on yourself and becoming better and creating a way for yourself when you are at your lowest, when you are at your worst, right? And focusing your energy on, you know, um, being better, doing things in a better way, or creating different habits for yourself that is going to put you in a place where you are always constantly moving forward, and you're going to see results. You're going to eventually see results, right? Instead of having a pessimistic mindset where you are not focused on being optimistic, knowing that things are going to get better, things are going to change, right? So let's say, for instance, if you lose your job, right, and you just get up and you do absolutely nothing, right? Don't even look for a job. Like, matter of fact, you look for a job for a few days and you just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna stop applying, right? And then you slowly focusing, okay, I applied to like 2 or 3 places. Oh, they're gonna get back to me, right? Versus you getting up every day and you applying to different jobs, and then also you looking at different training programs that you could go to, and you thinking about going back to school, and then you actually going places to volunteer. Like, if you actively keep yourself busy, right? Eventually something is going to happen, right? A job is going to reach out to you, or perhaps what you doing is maybe you'll create a job for yourself. Like, you see, okay, well, maybe I could do this. Like, some people go out and keep themselves busy, right? They keep themselves busy. They focus on just knowing that they're going to be where they want to be. And, like, oh yeah, you looking for a job or you looking for work. Eventually you're gonna find it, right? Or what you doing, everything that you do, like, the opportunities is gonna come, right? But you getting up and just, feeling like, oh, okay, yeah, I lost my job, you know, whatever, and do you still focus on the previous position you had and being mad at the people who fired you? Oh yeah, they, oh, I hate them, like they did this to me. Like, just being in an angry state instead of saying like, okay, well, this is a closed door is just as good as an open door, okay? Because when one door closes, another one is opening, right? And when a door closed, right, some people think that, oh, because you didn't get the opportunity to do something or you're not doing something, it's like, oh, yeah, it's the worst thing ever. But sometimes when an opportunity doesn't come for you, that could be a blessing too. Because sometimes having that opportunity could actually alter your life, or could be just the most horrible experience that you have ever had. So a closed door is just as good as an open door, because it closes something that's not for you and prepare you for another door that's for you, for another way that's for you, for something that is even greater, you know? So those are the things that you have to, keep in mind, right? Even when looking at, opportunities that are, you know, it seems like you're going to get this opportunity, but then it doesn't pan out. That's a blessing. That's a blessing too. You know, you have to look at it like that. Like, yeah, something's better for me, right? Just like people who are in abusive relationships, right? Or toxic relationships. And it's just like, all right, this person is doing all this and you experiencing this, and it's just like it's like you're trying to make the relationship better, and it's just like it's getting worse. It's everything this person does is at the detriment of you. It's impacting your mental health. It's impacting how you have relationships. It's just impacting everything as a whole, right? But when you make a decision to leave, when you leave that, you are closing the doors on something that is can potentially be harmful to you, or potentially get you in a place where it could physically distort you, like, or take you out pretty much. you know you leave in that situation, it's just like it's better out there for you, right? The better relationship that you can have is with yourself, right? Because it's like when you're in a relationship and somebody's tearing you down, you losing pieces of yourself. Like, they really trying to program your mind to get you in a space where they can control you and do everything that they can to destroy you, right? And it's like when you leave something like that, it's like you regaining a relationship with yourself. You are relearning yourself, right? And trying to reprogram your mind into a space and where you want to be, not what they created, right? And that takes like a lot of energy, right? Just starting over after a toxic and horrible relationship, or even a traumatic um, life altering situation that people have gone through. Like, that takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy, and and moving forward. But it's possible. It's possible to move forward um, and create something different for yourself. It is possible, but you have to keep your mind focused on those things that you want, or creating a change for yourself. Okay, that's the key thing. Just creating something new for yourself, and not allowing somebody to deter you or make you feel like you aren't good enough and you can't create what you know what I'm saying, what you need for yourself, right? Creating another way for yourself, because it's definitely it's possible. It's definitely possible. Um, and while I got you guys out on here, right, I want to invite all of you guys to be a part of this live virtual call that I have going on this summer. It's called Beautiful Transformation, Becoming Better with Time. These live virtual calls will be on the following dates, right? It's going to be on Friday, July 10th at 8:45 p.m. and then July 17th at 8:45 p.m., July 24th at 8:45 p.m., and July 31st at 8:45 p.m. And this is Eastern Standard Time, right? And these live virtual calls is all included. Um, it only costs $68 if you guys could be a part of it. Like, all you pay is $68, and then you you have access to all of the dates, okay? And it's definitely life changing. It's called Beautiful Transformation, Becoming Better with Time. If you are interested in being a part of that, definitely go to beautifulstartpodcast.com and sign up. It's definitely life changing. And while I have you guys on here, I want to invite you all to be a part of the meditation group that I have. This meditation group is absolutely free. Anybody can sign up for it, right? Meditation is definitely life changing. My meditation group meets up the last Thursday of every month at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Um, and once you sign up, you always have access to the new links, right? Because it's going to be a different link. It's not the same link, you know. Um, it's going to be, my meditation group is open for anybody to sign now, but it's going to be closed soon. So I advise all of you guys to definitely be a part of it. And this group is absolutely free. Once you sign up, you will always be sent out the links prior to the last Thursday of the month, so you could be a part of it. But you know, meditation is definitely life changing. It would definitely allow you to harness in, like, quiet your mind, and allow you to focus more. Like, let me know in the chat if you guys have ever done meditation or anything like that. And then plus, while you guys on YouTube, right, there's so many different people do who does the meditation. So, you know, I advise you guys to do meditation, whether it's with be a part of my group, or you know, you explore it on your own, get different books and stuff like that. But definitely meditate. But I thank you all for listening. First, I would like to know where all you guys are from. I'm in the East Coast in New York. Okay. Um, yes, I should have did a roll call to see like where everyone's at, you know. But yes, yeah. So I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Definitely subscribe if you are not subscribed to the channel, and definitely go to beautifulstartpodcast.com and sign up for the meditation group, and then the live virtual course that's going to be coming up this July. I want you guys to be a part of it. It's definitely life changing. It's called Beautiful Transformation, Becoming Better with Time. But I am out of here. Have a great day. Peace.